Hello, welcome back to the IFRBC. I am Nathmanel. And everyone loves behind the scenes, and this is more of a behind the scenes type video of the IFRBC and how we make everyone's favourite part of the race highlights and race stream. It's the starting grid animation. Everyone loves it. No one hates it. At least not that I've seen in the comments. Everyone loves it and they want to know how we do it. And so, well, here it is. So qualifying has just ended. As you can see, it ended 18 minutes ago. I've been trying to start this for 18 minutes. So, how do we start to make them? Well, obviously I have a ticking time bomb. If I don't get them started and uploaded and sent to Beppis by the start of the race stream tomorrow, I will get in trouble, and I don't like that. And so this is how I do it. It's a bit long, but so I look at the results and I look at, alright, so up to P11 I need to look for, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're the people who have been confirmed for that part. So I start as soon as qualifying has ended. I'll hop on my computer and I start doing this out. So 16 is Visas. So I just put the name into this document right here, and it colours it as well because of stuff that I've done. So it makes it just easier when I'm making the animation to just quickly look, alright, that's the team, that's the driver, boom. And often I can just see driver, position, and sometimes I don't have to look at the team name because of the colour, and that's why I have the colour. And next it's power. So I think I've named them like that. No, I haven't. I've done this, haven't I? No, I haven't. Alright, I converted them yesterday. There we go. And now CX. What's that? CX. I just put the name as CXD because, yeah. What's next? Little boy. I called them just Little. And then WWW. What? I thought they were tired. Oh, no, it's Vers, okay. So they've changed their... Yeah, they've changed their name. Alright, so I'll just fix my sheet. No. If that's them, then I'm fixing my sheet here. There we go. Right, my sheet's fixed now. I also have to type here because it's remnants from when I had the images laid out that way. So, okay, just one person. So obvious is P10. No, P10 is... And now we're on to the final one that's just finished, the final session. I could have done this all before, but I was trying to sort something else out to make it look more professional, but I couldn't get that working. So now it's Moto. So I'm having to record on my phone and broadcast my screen to my phone, which is why there's green down there. But you guys don't care about that, and I know you guys don't, so we'll just keep going. What? CXD again? I thought that they didn't make it. Yeah, they should have been out in Q1. Wow, okay, that's... Alright then. So who's not in Q2 that should have been? 10A. Right, I'll put 10A. Right, I'll shift these down and I'll put... Alright then, that is confusing. Alright, Right, should be fixed now. That's weird. I don't understand that, but okay. Shaded. Alright, this is right, so there's another person who didn't make it to who should have. So P8 is shaded. Right, who's in P12 then? Is the one I was missing. Right, now we need to find out who. Obvious. No, not obvious. Jaden is. So, driver info. Because they should have put it in. Oh, I can just go here and go. Usually I just ask them, but I can't find it. So we'll just have a look in here, because they'll probably be in here. So all four has to... Alright, okay, so this is where I go. At media, and press. All four has drivers. All four has drivers. So I've pinged everyone, they're all going to be like, oh, where's everything? Or something like that. They're probably not, but yeah, so let's go have someone else take a screenshot. So now I'll copy this and blind everyone. Alright, here's the big man himself talking. Remove power inverse. Okay, so everyone else gets shunted up. So now I need to figure out Jaden. So now we have to... since Teen and Jaden are racing. Right. And that's how it works. Okay, so now we just so who did he say? Power inverse. The bottom two. Very nice. So just put that. So we'll change you to Jaden. So, now I know the starting grid of the driver and what team, and before where I would find their image. So now I just have to wait for them to reply. But because I'm against the clock, I will start. Oh, FIA announcements. There you go. Nice. So now I have to go onto the YouTube account of IFRBC, which is usually how I upload the race highlights. And sometimes the qualifying highlights when I do the qualifying highlights, but if I'm not doing the qualifying highlights, this is how I do the race highlights. Because I always do those, and 6, nice. 204, not bad. Have got better. What's this? Oh, I thought there was a copyright these ones, but there isn't. There's only on the British one. Yeah. Right, so now I need to have a look and see the username. It's always fun to have a look at the yeah, the real civil engineer, let's go! So it's always fun to see what they are recommended. Right. Now they started this real low.
Not the fastest hot lap we will see in this session, but Jaden up into P4 with the 16.1, so...
Alright, so now I will... Now I can find the username, and it's a very long username. Because, yeah. Classic base plate. So this is how I get the driver images. I come onto here, and I wait for it to load. Usually it doesn't take this long because I'm not recording and sending screenshots to my phone to record because my computer can't record. Plugins, and I use this plugin called Load Character, and I just paste in the name which was given to me, which is I've fixed the because they gave me a different number, so I fixed the number because obviously the other driver got fired for some reason. And spawn at origin, so it's at the centre of my. Oh, they've got wonky legs. Alright, alright. And this is why I rate their avatars as well. Alright, so I give this avatar a 6 out of 10. It's solid. Would have been 8 out of 10 if it was not like that, but okay. They don't have a shirt, so I'll have to spawn someone else in. Don't spawn at origin, spawn R15. So now it's going to be me as well. Right, so now I go. Right, what do they have? They have the pants. So I come over to Google. Right, I've got them ready. So this is the pants. And I copy the ID. And I go back to Studio. And I just put the pants on them. And now they're wearing the has pants. And now they don't have a shirt on, so I will have to use me. And I will copy the ID again. And I'll go to my shirt. Put it so my thing is wearing a shirt. And I will then move the shirt over to Jaden. That's who he is. And now Jaden is wearing the correct stuff. So I now export selection, and they are has. So come up here, drivers, has, and this is Jaden. And we wait for it to finish. Done. No, don't want to save it. Why would I want to save it? Oh, I've been tagged. Yep. Cops always find that hilarious. They driving for Red Bull, what? Since when? What did I just close? Google. And now I come over to the drivers again, and I open the driver image photo scene here that I have set up. So that was a custom one that someone wanted me to do, so now I will. So I delete them so they're out, the old one, because I don't need them anymore. I've already got the photos. So then we go to has, and who we're looking for? We're looking for Jaden. Import. Alright, looks good to me. So now I go and I move it up a bit so they're in the middle. 5, and then I press F12. And now here is the thing. Sadly, it doesn't look as cool as it does in Roblox. It's just the way that the textures work, sadly. And I just wait. So time lapse, and then I change for the full one. So time lapse until the end. Alright, so that is all the images I need saved. Save. Now, we hop over to the grid template. Because I didn't actually make this myself. As you can see, I have a lot of things. Templates from this guy called Matt Amos on YouTube. I will leave the link to his channel and his grid template in the description below if you guys, well, because he made it and I feel like it's the right thing to do. Yeah, so I use his template. He said anyone can use his template, so it's good. And it looks like F1 because that is the aim of the templates, to look like F1. Of course, it's not this year's F1, it is the last graphics drop from F1, so the 2018 to 21 graphics drop and graphics usage that F1 had. It's the same audio though, which luckily isn't copyright claimed, although they might do that now. Oh well. And now I have to find where I put the driver photos, which, if you remember, was in the drivers and then has. Now you get to see my terrible file sorting, but it works for me. And so this is where my spreadsheet comes in, which also has the standings in it. This is what I mainly use it for. So we go. Right, what needs changing? How many drivers were there last time? I think there was 6. There's 15 drivers in this one. That's more than I thought there was. Alright, so I think there was 17. Yeah, there were 17. So we need to open up every one from 17. So I changed so that they can be changed or cleared. And this is the part that takes the longest. Going through and changing all of the driver's images. So skip to here in the timeline, and this is the first load. So now we go to P1 and P2, which last week in Britain was Infinity and Evan. Actually, we'll skip to 5 seconds in, so everything is finished loading all the stuff. So, of course, this isn't Britain now, so we will double click this down here, and then just select that. And where are we now? We are in, make this full screen, standings. We are in Canada. Joy. No one likes Canada because there's bumps everywhere, and it literally kills the car. Canadian Grand Prix, or Grand Prix, however you want to say it. So now I go through and I look. Right, Evan is first. So now I go through. Where is Evan? There's Evan. So that's the helmet, that's the background. As you see, there's the background image. And then, right, team name. What does Evan drive for? Alpine. Nice. So, team name. Alpine. And then I change the team logo to the Alpine logo. And then I change the driver photo to Evan. Ignore the black dots, that's just texture issues. And then I changed the last name as well. Evan. And then if we look, oh, Evan was P2 last week. So that is how it works. And so now I will do a time lapse for the rest of the grid. Starting from P2. that is all the drivers that driving done. But now, last week we had 17 people finishing. So if I just keep it going, then, well, if we get to the next one, there's more people, but they're not driving. Well, these two are driving, but just higher up. If you look today, he's there, still there. So I need to go through and remove these people. So usually it's just as much as boom, 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 last name, enter. Well, not enter, it's delete. And then I find the driver here. You're gone. That's good enough. So that's what I do. I go through, boom, 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 last name, delete. Flip. I meant to double click and then clear. And then if you go back, yep, find the person in the background and just clear them. And then it's completely empty. And there's one more person. Again, boom, boom, boom. Double click the last name, clear. And now, well, that would also be empty, but you've got to take my word for it. And now now it's time to render this out. So, Control M, this is a shortcut. Remove the last one. You want it QuickTime with RGB plus alpha, and press OK, and then export this comp for this composition. And I override this. Yes, replace it. That is the main render. And then it renders, so I'll be back once it's finished rendering. Alright, so it's finished exporting. So you think that would be the end of it, right? Well, that's done. Let's continue now. But no, there's another step. So let me just get rid of it. This could be the end of it, but we're not going to. It's not going to be the end of it because. And this is what the background will look like. Black. If there is no background, it will be boring. So I do this final step. I open up my Google. Or the browser that I choose, but it's always Google because it's right there in my help taskbar. So Google opens, and I put in the thing for Roblox, and I go to Roblox, and then I open up Ion Formula Racing 22. I just wait for Roblox to open up. So now I go F11 and I ask, alright, and then I go into whatever Shift P mode is, and I think of this main building should be good enough. So then I go full graphics. And through the lag, because it was always laggy, I go, yep, that screenshot looks good, so I then go print screen. Screenshot taken. Perfect. I can lower the settings again, my computer can relax. And now, I leave. I don't need Roblox open anymore. So I leave the game. But you might be thinking, there's still the top left Roblox symbol on the image. So I open up Photoshop. There is a car over there, so I'll just zoom in over there. So I do think that my computer can get rid of that. So I will select the name, and I will add to the selection the car, and then I will come over to the Roblox thing over here, and I will add that to the selection, and I just content where fill, remove them, and then we go to where the car was, which was over here. Looks a bit rough, so I will patch. I will just smooth over, boom, and then this part looks a bit weird, so I will patch over here. And this part looks weird, so I'll just patch over to there. And I'll just keep doing that. Boom. And now it looks cleaner. So I changed this to JPEG because it's always PNG, even though I've changed the thing. And I export. Basic content. Starting grid background. Save as. Boom. Done. Done and dusted. That is not finished yet. We still have to do the final export. So we'll look for when it goes from to where it transitions to 17. This frame is where I cut off the rest of the thing. Then I come to this effect and I deselect these. I reselect them. And then I go, let's go 1 second on, and I just put them all to 0. So now I need to figure out a point for the end of it. I need to figure out where the end of the thing will be. So maybe 55 seconds. So we'll just go to 55 seconds. But that is the end. So just move this over to here. Actually, I don't need the cross dissolve. Don't know why I had them. So now we'll just crop this down to here, and boom. That is pretty much how I do the starting grid animation. All that is required now is for me to export off this starting grid, and there we go. And now we see we have Sen in 3rd, Mirage in 4th, Teen is in 5th, very good qualifying from him, F5000 in 6th. We have Jaden, first race, in 7th, and Shaded in 8th. We have 60 in 9th for Red Bull, and Moto is in 10th for McLaren, not his best qualifying, but not his first. We have Obvious in 11th for Aftari, and Tene in 12th. Little in 13th for Alfa Romeo, Visas last in 14th. Everyone else will be starting from the pits. And we need to... I will then export it to a file. And so this is the 11th race. So I need to make a new folder. Season 3, Race 11, Canada. And this is the starting. And after I do that, I then put it onto the Google Drive and I tell Beppis that it's ready for him to use. Of course, I'm not going to show you that because there's precious stuff in the Google Drive. So this is where I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to say thank you for coming along on the journey with me. And, well, we'll see you next time, whether it's the season finale in the USA or if it's season 4. Or if you're watching some point in the future, whenever the next race is. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.